Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all the owls. How are y'all doing? Yep, Lawrence, you be careful out there with that storm. I'd be sick as a dog rocking on that boat. Good evening, Forest Girl. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Man, I tell you, it's been a busy week. Good evening, Tamara. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yep, he's going to get seasick on that boat rocking around in that storm. Yeah, I so would not want to be on a boat right then. Good evening, hippie chick. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Man, I tell you, it has been a week since I talked to y'all. Man, I am so tired. I finally just said I've done enough. Whatever the frosts get, it can go to the pukas. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. 'Cause building hoop houses, trying to get strawberries planted, trying to gather as much stuff as possible. Ooh, and y'all ever have one of those weeks where you're just sick and tired of the human beings that live around you? Yep, that's me. That's me. Good evening, David. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Hello, Kathy. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? But yeah, if the mailbox escapade wasn't enough, I come out the door this morning to get ready to head to the hospital to sit with family, and I find out one of those, strong moral and ethic people that live around me tried to break into our utility room. And no dice. And then they tried to put everything, this is the funny part, they tried to put everything back right. And well, they failed on that one. Oh, they didn't get anything. They're going to wish they hadn't have, though. I don't trust my neighbors, and not as far as I could throw them. None of them. Good evening, Tracy. Welcome into chat. How are you doing?
Hello, owls.
Uh-oh. The Aussie's hollering out, hello, owls. Oh, yep. I didn't put two and two together, Kathy. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm exhausted. I know your last name and it just blanked completely out. But yeah, I put a rolling cart that's got stuff on it all the way across the door of the utility room and hide the lock that you can't cut, which is funny as can be. I love those. And there's a big cardboard box of junk that's in front of it. Well, I knew when we come home or late this morning, um, I knew the box wasn't moved, and I'd already looked at the cart, and it was still in the same spot. So it happened between 3:30ish a.m. till daylight sometime. Good evening, Homestead Aquarius. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. But yeah, they scooted the cart. They tried to put everything back, but they forgot. And they're lucky they didn't break my jar of pepper sauce because, yeah. But they were denied entry. But it's sad. And I'm telling y'all, you get prepared because it's only going to get worse because these lawless people, they ought to be thankful I wasn't sitting out there in the darkness waiting on them. I wish I could. I wish we could because don't think twice that I would be gone in a heartbeat from there. Oh, I could rig up fishing line with the door alarms and window alarms so that once they hit that, if you use the right fishing line, they will not see it. And once they hit that fishing line and break that connection of the window locks and stuff, yeah, it'll scare the hell out of them. But it won't be as scary as me coming up out of the darkness with a shotgun. Good evening, Chestine. Welcome into chat. How on earth did you score that, Kathy? Oh my gracious. Now, of course, now also, if it wasn't one of those nice sliding shotguns where you can make the noise, 30-30 lever action would sure wake them up too. Oh, don't think I wouldn't. I've had enough of these people. That is an amazing deal. Kathy got 50-pound bag of potatoes for $10.
Ooh.
That almost makes you want to drive up north. Oh, and I got to use that dehydrator that Lawrence gave me a donation for. Oh my gracious, it's wonderful. Good evening, Dark Lord Minute. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Homestead Queries, if you're still here in chat, I haven't got to the post office today. That's going to happen to tomorrow. But I'll let you know as soon as the package comes in. I am so looking forward to those peach seeds. Oh my God. Hippie chick, this is wrong. That's wrong. Oh, I would in a heartbeat. No, he came in the beginning. He was actually the first one in chat, Kathy. He was actually early. I'm in Tennessee, West Tennessee. Oh, they'll do good. They'll do good. But as soon as I get that package in, I will send out your castor bean seeds. And I just now noticed that the blanket's falling down. No, they're having where he's at a very bad thunderstorm and everything. So he's probably going to come back and be extremely seasick. He's playing with lightning. Nope, I'm not going to fool with it. I don't have the funding. And if I could, they need to be thankful I don't have a big flatbed truck with a little lift crane on it. Because I'd be going finding me some mighty big rocks. Because I'm tired of it. That's the third time that mailbox has been took down. But the funny part is, I know they're hurting. I know that car is messed up really bad because I built that to tear a car up. Yep, they're coming home. Definitely. But no, the next one I want to build is going to take some money to build because I want some big boulders, one on each side and one behind it. And I want to make it even bigger around and put that last concrete post in the center of it, reinforce it with some more steel pipes, fill them all with concrete as well. The post is completely solid. It just come up out of the ground. Now the poor mailbox in our mail got flung, what, about 18, 20 feet from where the mailbox was supposed to be. Oh, believe me, what I had built should have damaged that car or it's supposed to be a car, but should have damaged it because there was 4 steel pipes, and everything that I encased in the tube with concrete, it's all still together. It's all still there because there was 4 steel pipes in that center of that tube, and yeah, I filled them with concrete as well. Good evening, G Mama Grows. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yeah, it does get costly because that mailbox cost me probably about 50, $60 to put together at least. I made sure that baby, I think my problem was a foot in the ground wasn't deep enough. If it'd been maybe one more foot down, yeah, that would have been a whole lot of fun. Well, see, here's the problem. Most of these people where I live at, not here, but where our house is at, they're either all drunk or all on drugs, and they have no problem driving. And that's a well known stop sign right there. It's a what? It's a three-way. And no, they just bypass the stop sign. Good evening, end of the world. Welcome into chat. I think this is your first time. Welcome in. But yeah, I just want to line the whole our front yard of nothing but big old boulders and dare them to hit them. Of course, now I like the thought of, having very deeply buried pointed steel spikes as well, but I can't get away with that one. They might come after me for that. Believe me, don't think I wouldn't do spikes in a heartbeat. Hey, Rosalind, welcome into chat. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. We got a little baby owlet in chat. And for everyone new, we call each other owls. It is a wonderful, what is it, acronym? Yeah, acronym. Big words, y'all, big words on a tired brain. Owls mean old ways learners. But yeah, it gets really aggravating because, if I done something like that, which it's a very fat chance that ever happened, I would at least stop, try to make amends, help them fix it or something like that, not just plow over the mailbox in through the yard and back out of the yard. Yep, G Mama Grows, you've been an owl for a long time. Good evening, Orsio Pete. How are you doing? Oh, look at all the owls coming in. This is great. Good evening, Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Oh, let's see. I think it's you do at and then type their name in and then answer them. Good evening, Angel. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. But Angel, I need to send you an email, and it'll either be tonight or tomorrow. Now, everyone that has commented, I am not ignoring y'all. We've been killing ourselves trying to get as much harvested, put away, fixed, built before these frosts come. So I am behind on emails. I'm behind on comments. Just bear with me. You'll hear from me eventually. Yes, I am extremely tired. Yes. What time we get home last? About 2:30. About 2:30 in the morning, and then I was back up at 7 because I had to get ready because it was iffy if I was going to the hospital or not. So I ended up going to the hospital. So I was at the hospital till 1. Ran to the Asian market to make a recipe video, and then back home and done a whole bunch of harvesting. So this old girl's tired. Good evening, Lonnie. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was helping family, letting a family member have a break from sitting in the hospital every single day. It's the one I had the prayer request for, Ms. Roan. She's doing better. It's going to be a slow healing because unfortunately she is elderly, and I'm not meaning that as a bad thing, but she's got so many massive breaks. She's her. Let me get it straight. All right, on her left side, both bones in her wrist were broken, and broken through. On her right side, she has 5 broken ribs. Uh, her shoulder, shoulder where the socket is, that socket or the shoulder bone is broken, and then the socket is broken, and she's hopefully she got the uh, lung drain tube out because that was going. They was taking her down after I had to leave to go get an X-ray to see if her drain tube's going to come out, and so yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff going on. Oh, thank you, hippie chick. It's just me being me. I was raised old school. Family takes care of family. Don't matter. Everybody in this chat, and y'all are family. When I call you family, you're family. Because I don't have any blood. So guess what? I choose who my family is. So yeah, if y'all don't mind keeping Ms. Roan in y'all's prayers, they're greatly appreciated. They was worried that her now the drain tube is also on her right side where the broke ribs are, the broke shoulder is, and they were worried that her left lung was starting to fill up with fluid. Uh, but they took her down for an X-ray. I think it was yesterday, day before. I'm telling y'all, days are blending bad. But they found out no, it wasn't collecting fluid. So wait a minute, I missed something. Let me catch back up with that. Oh, let me tell you, green tomatoes, pickled green tomatoes are good. You can chop them up and add them into chow chow. I love them in chow chow. Oh no, I'm not. It's gonna have to be really bad for me to get into the hospital. Oh no, Tammy, I'm sorry. I missed you coming in. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing, darling? Let's see. I'm catching up, y'all. Thankfully, I'm a kind of fast reader. No, not at the hospital because they're giving her so much stuff. I wouldn't. And plus, her, her wounds are not wounds, but all her breaks might be too massive for the wild lettuce to take care of. Oh, it's horrible. And to see all the bruising on her little, because she's 81, uh, and she's a petite lady, just like my grandmother was. And just see all the horrible bruising on her. It's horrible. Yep, you're a granny owl. Yep. Good evening, 6 Acres Farm and Rescue. Welcome into chat. That's perfectly fine. I understand. I'm cooking dinner after live stream because I'm good at juggling and hopping around, but no, I just could not manage to do dinner before live stream this time. I'm a trying. I am doing good. We've harvested as much as possible, and we're just letting it go because I can only do so more. And let me tell y'all, the greenhouse build, oh, I've got to fix that, but at least it's up. Good evening, Monica. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? The greenhouse was upgraded. Well, the little hoop house was upgraded all because of my love for a lemon tree that I planted the seed a little over 2 years ago. And now it's a little over 4 feet tall. And yeah, no, I don't want nothing to happen to that lemon tree. We had to get the curry trees in there, the olive tree that resurrected itself. It was dead as a doornail, y'all, but it came back up. Okay, Kathy, you take care. Hopefully, you'll get to come back here in a bit. Yes, my love for my little baby lemon tree. You have a good night too, Kathy. Okay, Homestead Aquarius, I'm glad you came in. You're always welcome in the chat. And then, of course, now I've got I got a Satsuma orange that I started from seed. It's done got about that tall or probably a little bit bigger. It's in there. All my honey tangerines that I have that I started from seed, my shamrocks. What else we put in there? We put some more stuff, I know. Oh, some little basils and hopes. Oh no, I didn't get the African blue basil. Harvested everything but that. Oh well, I can only do so much. Yes, I am doing my best. Yes, let me tell you, hillbilly ingenuity was flowing freely. His heel is doing good. He's still waiting. His boss is wanting to find a really good route so that they both can make a lot of money. So here soon, hopefully, he'll be going back to work. He is still he's still on idle. And if it's not hillbilly ingenuity, it's Jimmy rigging ingenuity. Uh-oh, Pete. Okay, Pete, you take care. I hope you get to come back. But yep, trying to do what we can, save what we can. But the rest, and I had to harvest all the toothache plants. There was a bunch of them. I found out some interesting information on just by harvesting the toothache plants. They root very well by the stems. So if you want to multiply your toothache plants next year, when your stems get long enough, lay them, now don't break them, but lay them down gently and, towards the top and cover it up or pin it down a little bit. Yeah, they root just as fast as basil does. Oh, believe me, I will jimmy rig stuff and it usually works very well. Okay, Pete, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get to feeling better and you get some sleep. What are you stressing about? Gotta let that stuff go when you go to bed. That way you can get some sleep. It's a southern thing, y'all. Duct tape. Duct tape, super glue, gorilla tape. What else? There's something else. Baling twine, you name it. Oh, let me tell you, gorilla tape takes a duct tape to a whole nother level. Gum, yep. Yes, duct tape is my friend too, believe me. I was having so much fun rebuilding that hoop house. I'm gonna have to, once I can afford it, it's getting redone, you know, repositioned and everything. It's gonna have to have those 2 runs of bracing on each side, but it's gonna work. No, 3-year-old seeds, they'll germinate. Might not have a huge germination rate, but they are tenacious to grow. They love to grow. Yes, duct tape, baling wire, or bob wire. Good evening, Bounty. Welcome into chat, sister. How are you doing up there? Yep. And see, I make dream catchers too. Now, I wanted to tell y'all, good evening, Ark. Wow, man, welcome into chat. How are you doing? And I am proud to announce this old girl remembered to save seed heads. So, yes, I'm not making that mistake again.
I don't know about the lemon basil.
Good evening, Dee. Welcome into chat. How are you doing this evening? Oh man! And also, we harvested all the volunteer lemon basil that came up in what's supposed to have been the garden this year. There was hundreds and hundreds of little lemon basils all over the place. Yep, I do. Now my dream catchers are different. I bead the whole web. Yes, yay seeds. Gotta save seeds as much as possible. Yep, we're getting first freeze here tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday night. So yeah, everything's gonna be beautifully dead, and then the weather's warming up. Welcome to the South, y'all. Welcome to the South. But yeah, I make dream catchers. I just haven't had time to sit down and do nothing. See, my necklace I made also. I've been doing this kind of beadwork and Native American beadwork for. Hold on, let me add here. And I'm not ready for doing no math. 44 years. Leather work, seed beads, stone beads, glass beads. There's only one time I use plastic beads, and that's to make the little bracelet. So, everybody has a chance to be able to afford to buy something. But yeah, I can't help it. I laugh all for and I'm not joking, all for the love of that little, well, not so little, but all for the love of that lemon tree. But let's see, I need to do let's have a talk, y'all. A very, very important one. Thanks to Tammy, she brought something to my attention. And yeah, governments. One, what is it? Agency, what you want to call it?
Yeah.
One agency or branch of the government's getting a little ballsy.
A little.
Well, yeah, all right. I'm trying to be nice. Getting a whole lot ballsy, and we know why. But yeah, need to have a talk before long. Hold on a minute. No, it's good. I'm glad she brought it to my attention because it makes a whole lot of things come more into focus for me. I've been trying to get, let's say, my tincture and my salve website up. And every time I try to, something, comes along in the family, or I've got to do something that keeps me from it. Well, let's just say if there's a bill passed at the end of this month, if you want to buy anything from me that way, you're going to have to go underground. Let's just say that. No, it's not in the news. This is not being spoke about anywhere. They're sneaking this one through in something else, but I'll go into more detail. I'll go into more detail about that. I'm praying it don't, because if anybody wants to get any kind of herbal medicine from me, it's going to have to be sold underground. Oh no, neither does mine. But they're not even the most of your underground is not talking about it either. Oh, and another thing. Let's say um the service that we're using right now to do the live stream, um if there's any videos that you want to save the information from, you need to start making notes, y'all. Because, yeah, several of my videos have now been took down because they're dangerous. Information is dangerous. So, and if this bill passes, I probably won't get to post about tinctures or anything like that. So I'm going to have to go to some other site or some way. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. But yeah. Yep, they do. They do. But that's the only way I can get my money at the moment is through PayPal. Somebody told me to go to Rumble, but I've heard some things that's not that great about Rumble either. So, yep. Apparently, I'm dangerous and I'm passing along life threatening information. They done took down the baby formula video. They took down they took down the baby formula video and one of my let's have a talk videos. So I pretty much figured more's coming. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. But yeah, I'm going to have to do something somewhere where I'll be safe. But my problem is I can go on Rumble, I can go on these other sites too. And it's not them I have to worry about coming after me. It's, you know, the FDA is not your friend. And I wish people would realize this. FDA is not your friend. They're not. They're not your friend. And let me just say, I'm going to go into more detail in the. Now, I might have to change the Let's Have a Talk name around because they've been watching them. So it's going to. I'll figure something out by then. But, yeah. And I'm just going to be honest. It's going to be a very frigid day in hell before I register anything about myself or the medicines I make with the FDA and become part of their digital database. Now, this is going to be for everybody like me who are, small people who do things all the way up to the big people who, it's going to be able to afford all this. They're trying to kill our right to heal ourselves without big pharma. See, I'm still going to have to be careful doing it that way. It's the government that's going to be watching me. Mm-hmm. Good evening, Blackberry Rock Homestead. Welcome into chat. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. But yeah, I'll go into more detail when I do that video. It'll be out in 2 days. 2 days. Yeah, I've been trying to use code words, but yeah. Been trying to use you on the net right beside me, you little stinker. I've been trying to use code words. Oh, now this is what's funny. They didn't give me any strikes because their version was, we figured you didn't know what you were doing and that it was dangerous, and we decided to take your video down. Oh, really now? Here's the funny part. They don't know I don't post anything on my channel unless there's a backup for it. I save everything. Oh, you'll be able to tell it. Usually I do Let's Have a Talk, but apparently I'm going to have to change that one.
Thoughts from the backyard.
Huh?
Put it down. Thoughts from the shed.
What?
You could write thoughts from the shed. Conversations with Jane.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm going to have to, if this bill passes, and like I said, I'll have all the information in the video on Wednesday is when it'll post. I'm going to juggle my videos all around. But if this passes, I'm going to have to go underground. Because, like I said, frigid day in hell before I register anything I do or make with the FDA. They're not going to have no digital database on me. No. I'm not doing it. Not going to. And the only reason they're doing this is because they can get away with it now. Oh no, it's not that I'm brave. I'm a firecracker and don't mess with me. Don't tell me I have to register everything. I know what goes into my medicine. I'm not going to put nothing in there that's going to make anybody sick. Now, with that being said, We don't know if you might be allergic to it, but that's not my fault because I didn't know. You don't know. But yep, I am a firecracker. I'm too much like my grandmother. Yep, everything, anything herbal. Yep, black market herbals. And you know what? I don't have a problem one about it. Let me catch up. Okay. But yeah, that's just part of a lot of crap going on, y'all. And now I've got, which is funny, I've got some tincture videos I'm going to be finishing up tonight because I've done the harvesting. But I don't know who happened to mention in one of the comments on one of my videos. Now, hold on a minute. Let me get a drink. I get to talking too much and then you need a drink. And no, it's not alcohol, y'all. No, not even yet. I got too much work to do. No, it's fine. It'll be fine as long as there was more of the 100 proof than there was the 80 proof. Good evening, Let's Try Gardening. Welcome into chat. This is your first time. Welcome. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I found out some amazing information thanks to somebody and I can't remember the comment and I feel bad, but I mean, I can't remember the person who commented. They had said that they had tinctured up some sweet potato vine. And I'm like going, okay, now I know it's extremely medicinal and everything. I didn't know just how medicinal it was. Well, unfortunately, today I had to cut off all of my sweet potato vines. So there's a good chance I won't have sweet potatoes because it might not have been long enough. There's one hope I happen to see. So I know there's at least one sweet potato in there because this frost that we're getting is early for us. Uh-oh, I missed something. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go back. All right. I had to harvest all my vines. Now, I haven't broke into the bales because they will be safe in those straw and hay bales until this frost is over with. But I harvested all the vines because they'd be gone tonight. So I'm going to be dehydrating sweet potato vines. I've got to, I'm going to tincture up 2, maybe 3 half gallons of sweet potato vine tincture. That's how important it is, folks. Yes, I love rocks. Yes, rocks is a great thing. It's an addiction. But I've got I harvested my curry leaves from my curry tree. So I've got those in the dehydrator. I've got tincture to make. So there's a lot of important videos coming up, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm busier, have been busier than a one-legged man with no arms in an Iron Man contest. Oh, yes, I love rocks. I collect rocks, crystals, all kinds of stones. It's an addiction of mine. If you saw my video, we even walked sandbars of the Mississippi River looking for rocks. Well, it's true curry is a mixture of spices, but there is a curry leaf tree. They don't get really, really big unless you're in the tropics. Now, the thing is, they won't take cold temperatures that are a tropical plant. But if you brought them inside, they'd be fine as long as you kept them warm. Now they might drop some of their leaves, and that video will either it'll probably be coming out later this week or next week. I've got a bunch of videos. Good evening, Angela. Welcome into chat, sister. How are you doing? Good evening, Heaven Bound. Welcome into chat. This is your first time in the chat. Welcome. But yeah, it's amazing. The smell is amazing, and it's an absolute amazing medicinal as well. It's not only culinary, but it's very medicinal. And let's just say one of the medicinal benefits of the curry leaf is it lowers diabetic sugar levels. Now you got to keep an eye on them, but it lowers the sugar levels. Okay, dear sister, you take care. And of course, we'll be on late. So if you get a chance, come on back. But yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful plants. Now, last year they didn't do too great in the hoop house. They survived though, but we had a really rough winter for a change. But sometimes they will die back to the ground, and in spring they will pop back up. Yes, that's the truth, Blackberry Rock. I know that one all too well. If you find one, there's always more around it. They gather and they wait on you to come find them. Good evening, Duval. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. But yeah, I am thankful for the person who mentioned that they tinctured it up. Like I said, I've always dehydrated the sweet potato leaves and vines, or stir fried them, or added them into soup. Let me tell you, sweet potato leaves are delicious, y'all. They are delicious. I love my little hoop house. It's not so little anymore, but she still needs to be fixed because, yeah, she's way too tall and skinny. So I've got to bump it out some more so it's more aerodynamic. Right now, she's not aerodynamic at all. But I love sweet potato leaves, and after doing all the reading, all the research that I've done on them, yeah, I'll never not tincture them up. I didn't realize they were that powerful of a medicinal. And it's a wonderful thing. But yep, we've been busy. I've got my mushroom plants that I got that I didn't get to take care of like I should have been able to over the summer. They've been brought into family's house, and they root very well. So what? Yes, sweet potato leaves can be sauteed. They can be added to soups. They can be added to curries. They can be added to stir fries, smoothies. The leaves and the stems are edible. And let me tell you, they're delicious, y'all. They're delicious. They can be added into a big pot of greens. If you do mixed greens, all kinds of stuff. They're wonderful. But I found that the mushroom plant roots just as well as the toothache plant and the other plants. So I'm going to try to make babies from them over the winter so I can have more of the mushroom plant. Now, I can't tell you the Latin name for the plant. It's known as mushroom plant. It's not related to mushrooms at all. So if you're allergic to mushrooms, when you cook the leaves of the mushroom plant, especially like in soup or stir fries, now they don't taste real mushroomy if you eat them fresh, but if you saute them or add them to soups, the mushroom flavor really comes out. And for those who are allergic to mushrooms but still love them, guess what? You can have your mushroom flavor back again. Yep, I ended up finding them at my favorite greenhouse this past, what was it? Summer? Spring or summer, one of them seasons. And I'm like going, this sounds interesting. Read the tag. I'm like going, oh yeah, 2 of these are going home with me. But they're wonderful, Duval. If you can get a hold of them, if nothing else, if I can get a whole bunch of babies started, when it starts warming up, I'll send you one. But yeah, sweet potatoes leaves are amazing. White pumpkin, I haven't tried it yet, but it should be just as good. It should be just as good. You can always get a little one and try it. And that way you don't get a whole bunch of it and find out that they're not that great. I got I found some new little weird pumpkins now. More than likely, probably hybrid, but I'm gonna try to. If you grow them several years, you get all that crap out of them, or they'll revert back to the parent plants. But these little pumpkins are going to be perfect. They're just little bitty things, and they're going to be perfect for stuffing and baking them in the oven. Which, oh man, I'm telling y'all, if you've never took a small, what are they? Not sugar babies. The small pie pumpkins. I'm not. If you're having, if you have a big family, you can use the bigger pumpkins. But I like doing it in individual like size pie pumpkins. Cut the top off. Scoop the seeds out. Try your best to leave it whole, and fill that up with uh loose rice pudding, where you just mix the rice pudding up but you don't cook it yet. Put that in the pumpkins, put the lid back on, put it in the oven and bake it. Oh, let me tell you, rice pudding filled pumpkins are delicious, y'all. Yep, I have 7 big pots of curry trees that all have bukus of babies in them. So, yeah, Rungia. Uh, yeah, I have bukus of curry trees, and I love them, y'all. But like I said, you cannot keep them out in the cold. They have to come in for warmth. Good evening, Renee. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yes, green tomatoes. If they're not big enough to fry, cut the little ones in half, put them in a jar, especially the little ones. Put them in a jar with some vinegar, make you some pickled green tomatoes. Let me tell you, that's good with greens. It's good with beans. Cut some onions up in there. You don't have to cook them if you don't want to. Just pickle them. Oh my God, they're good. And of course, I love green tomatoes and chow chow as well. That's what I was going to do, Renee. I was going to surprise you. You done messed that one up. Yeah, I just realized that was you. It said Rungia. I thought it was somebody else. Oh, you're welcome, Rosalind. Yep, go take care of those little babies. See, being a mama comes in many different forms, y'all. You don't have to give birth to be a mama. Mama, the cloak of motherhood does not mean that you have to give birth to be a mama. You can be a mama to many things: animals, other people's kids, um, community. There, there's many facets. Many facets. Well, yeah, you could do salsa verde. You could. Good night. You take care, Rosalind, and we'll see you next Monday night. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Yeah, dinner tonight is excuse me, y'all. I was in another live stream talking in the chat. Yes, green tomato chow chow's good too. Now also green tomato, if you got enough bigger ones, green tomato pie. Yes, green tomato pie, y'all, is good as well. But I was in a live stream taking part of actually being in the chat Thursday night. It's Bland's Promised Land Ranch's live stream. And well, apparently there's a lot of people that don't know how to correctly cook grits. So that's what's for dinner tonight. After live stream, I'm going to be doing cheesy bacon grits. And then I'm going to finish the video out, which this will post tomorrow. Yeah, y'all, fried grits. So you got to teach people how to make grits properly. And let me tell you, I have converted many a grits hater with my cheesy grits.
Hell yeah.
I guess y'all heard that one. The Aussie has spoken.
Shit's delicious.
Yes, it's going to have bacon in it. Yes. But yeah. And then, of course, after you get your fill of, the first round of grits and everybody's done, then you pour it in a pan, in a loaf pan, and then that way you let it sit, which don't take long, and then you just slice that baby up and you fry it in a skillet. Oh my gracious, I love croquettes. I have not had salmon croquettes in so long. Yes, cheesy grits. Lord, I can't make regular grits. They won't let me. I have to make cheesy grits. But yeah, cheesy grits are an addiction. Of course, now shrimp and grits is good. Gravy and grits are good. As long as the grits are not lumpy. I hate lumpy grits. That's just because somebody didn't take the time to love on the grits as they're cooked. I don't like lumpy grits, and Lord forbid, don't put no sugar in my grits. That's unsouthern. No, don't put no sugar in my grits, and don't put no sugar in my spaghetti sauce. Don't put no sugar in my greens, and don't put no sugar in my what was the other one? Cornbread. Oh Lord, don't put no sugar in my cornbread. No, no. But yep, also definitely want to, of course, save seeds after tonight. They'll be fine. Well, wait a minute. I missed that one. I was just reading that one. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Going back to, the government branch that's getting a little too big for the britches. Have y'all not noticed how they're jerking back on, oh no, you can't can it that way no more. You gotta can it longer. You gotta make the headspace larger. Or no, that recipe's dangerous because it's not a new recipe. Yeah, people, be leery. They're not your friend, y'all. They're not your friend. They do not have your best interest at heart. And people need to wake up and realize this one. Renee, that's a good one. I can't do it sweet. I just cannot. But that's how I was raised. We didn't eat a lot of sweet food at all. I don't really want to see them. I mean, everybody's all excited about the USDA newfangled canning book. No, thank you. No, thank you. Give me a canning book from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, back in there when, you were allowed to can that stuff. Yes, slap your mama. You absolutely love that seasoning. Now, of course, with my cheesy grits, I like hot sauce. And I'm hoping and praying I got some hot sauce here. I don't think I do. I'll figure something out. But if you watch, um, the same thing that you used to be able to can is now on the shelf in the store, but you're not able to can that no more because, it's dangerous for you to can it, but it's okay for a big company to slap it in a jar or slap it in a can and, sell it, but it's not okay for you to can it. No, I don't follow that philosophy of brainwashing. And all it is brainwashing. They're steadily pulling your rights away, fear mongering to the point where, hey, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing but grab them delicious crickets. No, they don't want us to be able to take care of ourselves. But yeah, I've got two very important things that they're trying to pull, and we all need to keep an eye on them both. Now, granted, the one I'm going to be talking about that's going to affect me more than anything, of course, now I have about as much faith in these politicians of doing anything right as I do, my neighbors becoming angels overnight. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going down, y'all. If they're babies, I'd go in and pull them inside just to be on the safe side since they're babies. How cool are you supposed to get, Forest Girl? Good evening, the Jewish Redneck Prepper. Welcome into chat. How are you doing this evening? Oh, I know it. I'm trying to get everything situated. We've got the firewood. We've been dying to do have a fire pit outside going. But we've been so dry and everything, couldn't even think about having, an outside fire. Oh, that's fine, hippie chick. I understand it's late for you. I look forward to seeing you next week, hippie chick. I hope you get a good night's rest. And we look forward to seeing you as part of the chat again next week. This is my weekly dose of being able to look decent for everybody and get to sit down and spend time. Yes, definitely. If it's going to get cold, bring in the Malabar. We didn't. Our Malabar didn't do well this year, but I didn't get to tend the garden like I wanted to because everything just freaking broke or got in my way. So yeah, the Malabar did not do. They done good, but not as good as they should have. Thank you so much, hippie chick. I appreciate all that you do. And I'm still having people come over from you talking so graciously about me. I appreciate all that you said. That meant the world to me. Other plant crazies like me. I like that one, Renee. But yeah, we don't have a fireplace or wood stove, but we got a fire pit out in the backyard. Poor thing done rusted through, but you know what? I dropped them sides down on the ground and I got the fire rocks around them. And yeah, hopefully before long, I'll get to, have a talk with y'all um, by the fire pit and do some cast iron Dutch oven cooking around the fire pit. But we've been so dry. Lord, we've been so dry. There's no way on earth I'd let a fire get started in that fire pit. Yes, I love the fire pit. It's kind of not a pit anymore. It's more like a poor old fire ring. I need to try to, well, I mean, it's still usable. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to use it till it finally just falls in completely. But if anybody's needing fire pits, always check Black Friday. A lot of times Lowe's has them. That's where I got this last fire pit. It didn't last as long as I would like to have had, but man, I burnt quite a bit of wood in that fire pit. Oh, believe me, I'm growing like crazy as it is. Yes, truck rim. Yeah, they do. But the reason why fire pits are important to me and doing them outside is not only do we enjoy cooking on the 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 fire out there, but I harvest all of that wood ash after it's cooled off and I know it's not going to rain on it. I harvest all that wood ash once it's, no embers in it, and I bucket that stuff up for the garden. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. They've been hounding me like crazy on mine. Okay, Blackberry Rock, thank you. Thank you for coming in to chat. I appreciate it and hope I get to see you again next Monday night. I know it's getting late for a lot of people. And I know for a lot of us, it's been a long day of hustle and bustle. Yeah, I can't buy anything at the moment. Just can't. I wished I could get a better one, but I'm sticking with the old poor old hoopty fire pit until it does finally just disintegrate. I'll keep using it. But yeah, they do ding them larger channels too. Oh, believe me, they get dinged. They shut down Alaska Prepper for a while. He's pretty big. They've shut down pinball many times. No, they're fixing to crack down even more. I busted out laughing because, apparently that one Let's Have a Talk video apparently went against what WHO has been saying. Well, guess what? I don't trust them either as far as I can throw them. They have nobody's best interest at heart except themselves and the elites. I remember I remember back watching their little press conference of when this crap first got freed over there in China. And they was telling everybody, oh, it's not going to amount to anything. Don't worry at all about it. Don't worry one bit. It's going to all be fine. Swept through the world like a wildfire now, didn't it? But of course, man-made biological warfare does. Yep, they shut him down for a week, y'all. Shut him down. Yes, it is. It's all about control. And the American people won't wake up. They just will not. They're just too zombified. Most of your Americans just lemmings and, yeah, or sheep. Well, actually, I call them sheeple, most of them. They won't fight back because they keep them all separated with race wars and all this other stuff. If the American people actually woke up and realized that they've been played like the best marionettes ever, we'd get something done when everybody could finally unite together as one and quit looking at this crap. This means nothing, y'all. This means nothing. We all bleed and breathe the same. This right here should not separate none of us. And until we can unite as one, they'll continue to railroad us. And it breaks my heart. It aggravates me. It pisses me off. All the gamut, the whole gamut of emotions I go through because I see what's coming down the pathway unless people start waking up. And it's not going to get any better, y'all. It's not until people wake up and realize the freight train's coming. They're already starting on the seeds and everything. Well, they've been doing that for a while. You notice germination was really bad. Hold on a minute. Baby, wake up. You're snoring. Now I have to admit he's worked his poor tail off today. But until the American people wake up and realize also that neither party care about us. We've been needing a change of that for a long time because it's all going to stay the same. And they know this. It's all going to stay the same. Now, one's starting to show the true colors a whole lot better, and it's about time. But both of them don't care. They don't. If they really cared, everybody else that got to run for president would also get up there, be allowed to get up there and debate. And well, guess what? That don't happen. I want to hear what everybody running has to say. Will I agree with them? Probably not. But everybody has a right. Yep, the wings are connected to the same bird. No, I don't want him to snore, Renee, because it means he's getting sleep and I'm not. And believe me, I've been a whole lot of days this past week of very little sleep, but it's got to get, things have to get done. Oh no, if I let him get to snoring too loud, y'all going to think there's a sawmill going on. I'm still waiting for that log cabin to be built. Well, I don't know if y'all have noticed, and of course it sorry y'all, somebody talking about me. Of course it aggravates me, but it aggravates Junior even more. I've hit 3,000 and I cannot thank y'all enough from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. And plus, I swear the flies, they know where I'm at. But it aggravates the daylight out of us because we can't do yet again another giveaway. And I apologize, y'all. And it's not what I want to do, but once we can do it, we're going to have a party and we're going to have a very good giveaway. I mean, it still amazes me. I don't know where all they're coming from. Now, I know a bunch come from the wonderful Fall Fest collaboration. Bunch of people, and I am so thankful that they chose to stay. Um, and then Hippie Chick said the most beautiful, gracious things about me and my channel. And a lot of people come from Hippie Chick, and I am just honored over that. But I still don't know where they're all coming from, y'all. And it just amazes me. Meet and greet. Yeah, believe me, I want to. But no, I'm growing daily and it just amazes me. I go to bed, I've got this one number, I wake up, I've got another number. It's like this is amazing. And I just hope that everyone is taking away from my channel what's needed to learn to be more self sufficient because I'm telling you, what's coming, it's going to be rough, y'all. Yes, I hit my 1,000 subscribers or family members. I prefer to call them family members. Before my 1 year anniversary, got all my watch hours way before I got my family members. And we're not even to the 2nd year mark yet. And I am now flying over 3,000, and it just amazes me. It just amazes me, and I hope everyone's doing it because they want to learn to be more self sufficient. I'm trying my best to make sure y'all get good videos that you can learn from. I'm struggling because, well, a lot of funding's not there, but I'm doing what we can, y'all. Oh, believe me, I wouldn't want the guy else to stand over at that store. It's not safe, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not safe. Right now we've been way too dry for me to go looking for any mushrooms for this year yet. Now, I already have um the turkey tail mushroom double decocted tincture videos, the first half and the second half as well. As for any other mushrooms, we've been so dry and so hot, none of them gonna grow around here. We're just now starting to get rain a little more frequently, not enough, but it's starting to kind of come more often, but we've got to cool down before any more mushrooms are going to grow. I love you too, Renee. But yeah, if you look through my playlist section, and also there's some videos that I've got to get put in the playlist. I have several. Let's see, I have the actually harvesting the turkey tail mushrooms and what to look for, because there's the real turkey tail mushrooms and there's two false turkey tails. There's only one way to tell them apart is if you turn them upside down and look at the underneath of the top. If it's brown or light caramel color, it's not turkey tails. If it's nice and bright white, you've got turkey tails. But I'm wanting to start growing lion's mane. I'm wanting to grow reishi. I'm wanting to grow quite a few of the medicinal mushrooms, not the not the psychedelic ones, but the actual medicinal mushrooms. But yeah, around here, mushrooms aren't haven't been very happy at all, y'all. And what mushrooms have came out, they're dehydrated and they're too far gone to use. But hopefully here soon, and it's cold, they're going to be popping up. We've getting some rain. Hopefully they'll be popping up a little faster. And I got to go out into the woods because it's been so hot and dry. I haven't even done any foraging videos this year because it's been too hot. And when things are burning up, there's no need in making videos about it. But yeah, did I tell you about the like what Forest Girl was talking about, that mom and pop store supposedly that's across the street? Yeah, I'm waiting for that place to get shut down. I really am. One, if it's not bad enough at night, they have these lights all around it that light that place up like an airport, y'all. Yeah, cooler weather. Cooler weather will pop mushrooms up in a heartbeat. If you got cooler weather and rain, they're going to pop up. Um, all right, got the airport lights. Then they painted the the building the colors of the blood gang. So it's this crimson blood red, the whole building now with black trim. And then I'm really starting to think the lights and this new light system is just to aggravate us. I'm really beginning to think so, because my other half said he saw that it was security people putting this up, there's some kind of light system now in front of the building that flashes back and forth, like, there's a police car out there. And it's getting aggravating. And I'm telling you, the draw to have that 100 acres so far off into the woods to get away from that area, I'm telling you, that winning lottery ticket needs to just poof and appear from out of nowhere, because I'm telling you, I'm going to get a big place and we're going to have a place that we can gather. Oh, he's going to get crunk up snoring here soon. Did I miss y'all? I see nobody saying anything. I hope chat didn't go down. I didn't scare y'all all off now, did I? But yeah. Okay, there you go. I can see you. Now I can see y'all. Dark Lord Minute, I'd done been bald headed by now. I'm telling you, I would have. I feel sorry for you. Y'all just don't know. There's been nights he woke me up because I was having a dream that I was being chased by a bear. No, I'm good. I'm good, Dark Lord Minute. I'm good. Believe me, I got hundreds around me on a daily basis, and yeah, I'm just glad I don't have that, that tap easy button. Yeah, I know, Tammy. It's kind of scary, ain't it? That's a scary thought. David, that sounds so good. I haven't had fajitas in a long time. We're going to be having, after this live stream, we're going to be having cheesy grits, y'all. Bacon cheesy grits. Yeah, no. Good evening, local Okie. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Good evening, Candy. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? I appreciate you coming in to chat at work. I appreciate that. So far, we're doing all pretty good. Yeah, it's been a while since I made cheesy grits, and plus, with them wanting a video on how to make cheesy grits, I told them, don't worry, I will make one. Sell them all for free, but nobody wants them. That's pretty bad now. That's pretty bad. I don't blame you. Yeah, it was getting cold out there right before the chat. I hope y'all can hear me over him snoring. But I have to admit, poor guy, he worked his tail off today. I was proud of him. He got out in the wilderness, it's supposed to be the garden, and got most of all the lemon basil harvested. And of course, they're all volunteers from last year. I haven't done the mustard on them. I like hot sauce on my cheesy grits. Okay, Candy, that's fine. You take care. Don't you get sick out in that cold. You have a good night at work. Hopefully, you don't have too much longer. I'm glad you don't. It's a miracle. Oh no, He's just getting started, Tammy. Just getting started. Good evening, Jeff. How are you doing? Whew, no, we ain't getting that cold. We ain't getting that cold, but we're getting cold enough for here. And what irks me is it's coming early. It's coming really early. Whew. Yeah, no. No, 11 degrees is too cold for you outside. Too cold. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Where on earth? Must be up there around New Hampshire or somewhere. Yeah, no. And I'm saying cold here. Tomorrow night, I think we're supposed to get to anywhere between 27 and 29. Yep, yep. Yeah, that answers the question right there. Whew. That's way too cold. That don't even that goes beyond nipply. That's just frigid. See, I love the wilderness up there and everything. I just couldn't deal with not being able to grow things long enough. No, cause yeah, it's too cold for snow at that temp. No, like I said, Tammy, there's been a many a night that I woke up dreaming that I was being chased by a bear. That should tell you something. I don't doubt it. I don't. I've been in temps like that. No thanks. I'm good. I'm good. But I've been watching a lot of the animals, and yeah, I've noticed the squirrels aren't really putting the nuts away. They're eating them as fast, especially the acorns. They're eating them as fast as they can find them. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? It was hot hands, I think is what it's called. But yeah, we get cold like that here. Let's see, we got that cold this past winter and the winter before that. I'm telling you, snowpocalypse was rough here. Yeah, I know family gets them because he's a bus driver and needs those hot hands and stuff to stay warm. Yes, they're very bushy. And I've noticed that the raccoons are, let's just say, more um, active as well. And I'm starting to see possums coming out of the woodworks. A lot of things are going on. Oh, I just thought of something. With this cold snap, I'm gonna have to go check on a persimmon tree that I know about. Hopefully they'll be ripe. Lord, let me tell you, I've had those what I call faker persimmons. Have all the signs of being ripe and beautiful, and you bite into them because it's fixing to be just delicious. And yeah, pucker power is all I'm going to say. I don't doubt it. Now, I've been hearing also that the cows are getting more hair on them. So that's another sign we got a bad winter coming. And I've noticed another thing which is odd for our area, And of course, I do not like the starlings because, they were brought over here. They're not a native bird here. But the starlings and the blackbirds all migrated here before the geese did. It hasn't been, see, that's the thing, it hasn't been too awful normal here. But yeah, we are the South though. We've been hot. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about that. We've been really hot. We've been cool, well, cold, back up to hot, and then lukewarm, back up to hot. It's been one really very interesting transition into from summer to fall, and it's still transitioning. That's just like I said, I couldn't tell the leaves on the trees were changing here, but you can't tell, is it because we're in a drought or is it because it's been cool? Good luck on that one, because I don't think we're going to have a normal winter here. Yeah, and of course I haven't seen the river as low as it's been right now since I was in my 20s, early 20s. Oh, gee, thanks, Dark Lord Minute. You could wish that great luck of everything being normal for everyone now. I couldn't help it. I had to. I don't trust anything the Farmer's Almanac has to say. You know why? One, I'm Cherokee, so my people are Iroquoian. Anything that the almanac writes about is Algonquin. And well, back in the day, they weren't friends of my people. But you can't go, by what, the Algonquin predictions because, well, they weren't all over America. And yeah, it gets interesting. Yep. Now I'll tell you another one. Have y'all been seeing the woolly bear caterpillars? They usually have stripes to tell you how many snows you'll get. Um, yeah, no, they've been either solid black. Now there was one I found, I happened upon. I looked at it. I'm like going, no, I'm not listening to you. You can just get lost, and I walked the other way. It was an albino woolly bear. I'm like, no, I'm not putting up with this one. No, I don't believe you. Yes, they've all been solid black. Oh wait, I did find some that was like a caramel color, and I'm like going, all right, you. But that albino one, that solid white one, no, I didn't want nothing to do with that woolly bear. I told it could get lost. I'm like, I'm not listening to your prediction. Because I've never seen a solid white woolly bear before. And I'm telling you, it's weird looking. But yeah, I've got goldfinches coming all up in the yard now. Um, brown thrashers should have already migrated. No, I've got bukus around the house, and they're usually very they prefer to be isolated, standoffish. They're very timid birds. No, these little jokers just run up all around me, fly up by me. I talk to them, they kind of chirp, then they fly off. They're not worried about me at all, which makes me happy. Um, I've got more blue jays, something I usually don't have. Even the what our ancestors, you know, you could go by the woolly bear. You absolutely could always go by the woolly bear. They don't know what on earth's going on anymore. They're lost. I love them. They're beautiful birds. They're beautiful. They're very shy, very usually very timid. Not these ones. They want to make sure I know they're there. And the Carolina wrens are acting weird. They're acting like they're wanting to nest. I'm like, well, y'all need to calm down on that stuff. Baby making days are over. But yeah, I was surprised to see all the flocks of blackbirds coming down for, the winter when I hadn't seen, sorry y'all, when I haven't seen the first wild Canadian goose yet. But I'm having a few more ravens than normal, a few more crows. The hawks have been coming to visit more often. Not for my sheep. But yeah, I mean, our ancestors could go by the signs on the woolly bear and knew exactly what was going to happen. It's just like the rings around the moon. You can't trust them anymore. Um, if I, well, it ain't no if. I'm going to make it Wednesday to go check that persimmon tree. I wanted to get some persimmon seeds, see what it's going to say, because I'm to the point where I don't think nothing knows what it's going to be like anymore because everything's changed. Now, here's another question I'm going to post for y'all. Y'all been noticing the big difference in how and where the moon has been rising the last 5 or 6 months? Yeah, big differences. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they usually come down from the north well, not quite by now, but yeah, there's a lot of things off, y'all. I mean, the differences, especially this month, and where each night where the moon rises up at, and especially the sun, is starting to get a little creepy because moon comes up here one night, the next night it comes up way over here. That's too much of a difference of distance. And used to, several years ago, the moon would always rise up over the big oak tree in our backyard and come straight down. No, no, not anymore. Good evening, Chuck. Welcome into chat. How are you doing this evening? Yes, it's changing. Now, they did I happened to hear them let it slip that since that big earthquake over, excuse me y'all, over in Japan, it shifted us quite a bit. And we've been having some really massive earthquakes here recently. And I'm noticing the difference, y'all. Yeah. Well, if you noticed Harvest Moon, that was the smallest Harvest Moon I've ever seen. Not only the smallest, but the dullest Harvest Moon I've ever seen. Yep, Grand Solar Minimum's playing a big part too. Hey, Bounty, you did make it back. Ours was very small. I watched it come up because it's Harvest Moon. I want to see this. I was like beginning to wonder, well, all right, what planet is this? Where's the moon at? But it wasn't, because Harvest Moon is the biggest moon in the year, and it's the rustiest orange color. No, none of that. None of that beautiful color. Yep, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. But we just got to keep taking notes and paying attention to everything. None of it's been big and pretty like it's supposed to, because it's the fall and winter months when the moon is at its most brightest, colorful, and big. No. Yeah, so very true. Venus has been very active in the sky as well. It's just all a whole lot of things to keep an eye on. I'm not talking about being paranoid or nothing, but take note, keep records, have like a planner or something, or a calendar. Take little notes, temperature notes and stuff. It's all going to play into. It's all going to come into play to help later on. Yep, I have to learn how to adjust, but also wonder what's going on. It's been a very long time since we have had a not very active hurricane season. Even the hurricanes aren't coming around like they're supposed to. From what I have been hearing, now me, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I kind of believe the theory because they, measured it. That Fukushima, that was the big earthquake. It knocked us off axis. And then we've had one after another of massive monster earthquakes. And it makes me wonder, are they also knocking us off axis as well? Yeah, a lot of things are fixing to get very very interesting. I will tell you that much now. Um, let's see what else. The hurricanes. I I've never seen a hurricane come up, and across like it's supposed to, and then just shoot straight north. That one that I forgot what its name was, came across to a few of the islands and just went straight north. That's unnatural. And another thing there for a while. When have you heard of the Caribbean islands all down there in a drought? How often do you hear that word? Oh no, I'm not buying flat Earth. I'm not about to. But them earthquakes can adjust where we are on axis, so. But yeah, if you've been watching, most of all the hurricanes that's been coming across have been going down below the islands and straight across. Yeah, I don't believe the flat earth stuff too, because we would have done fell off. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I love that saying. I do. I love that saying. Oh, believe me, I know all about that grand solar minimum, and it will mess with the solar, not the solar, but the storms and everything. But it shouldn't be messing with them that bad this soon, is what I'm trying to say, because it's supposed to build up, start slowly and build up. It's starting a little too fast for what I like. But yeah, I've been watching them hurricanes come straight right across under the islands and go straight across into Mexico and Central America. That's not a normal hurricane path. It's not. Oh yeah, I've heard of the chemtrails, definitely. Now, there's one thing I've been noticing around me. Now, there's a lot of, you know, air traffic because, well, Memphis has a major airport. You know what I haven't really been seeing a whole lot of at all? Chemtrails. Haven't been seeing a whole lot of them at all down here, which makes me happy. But then it also makes me wonder, okay, where'd those go to? And why have they just, up and disappeared? And another weird thing for here in the South, I'm not used to extremely low humidity in the summertime, especially this fall. We're not supposed to be 20 and 30% humidity. And that's another reason why my sinuses were acting up as well. But we haven't been having the chemtrails. Nothing like they used to be here. Now, I do find another thing interesting. It's happening with my cell phone. It's not my phone. Now, he has good signal and can call out and receive calls on his phone. Now, when I'm home, now we've had the phone company check it all, go through everything. Now, when I'm home, I can't call out and I cannot receive phone calls. Now, I can text like crazy and get on the internet very easily, but no, and no, my phone's not broke. We have the exact same phone, same age and everything. I'm finding that interesting as well. Nope, don't have Samsung at all. I won't own them. They're starting to blow up, y'all. If you have a Samsung, watch that video that I posted in the hello baby. Watch the video that I posted in the community tab. Yeah, Samsung's batteries are starting to explode. Y'all be careful. But now I have Motorola. I have no trouble with Motorola except for I don't know if they are blagging me or what's going on, but it shouldn't make any sense that he can call out and get phone calls, but not me. But I can text and I can look on the internet with no problem. It's just really weird, y'all. A lot of stuff going on, and no answers. Uh-uh. Come over here. No, no, she's gonna mug me. She's gonna mug me. Yes, I know. You want to tip Jana. Get Jana. All right. What, baby girl? Say hello, Say hi, everyone. Yes, this is my niece. My niece puppy dog. And she knows it. Come on. All right, get down, baby girl. All right, you've had enough showtime. We'll go outside here in a minute. I promise. Yeah, she had to make her appearance. Yes, I have not spent enough time with her. Let me tell you, if I get away from this dog 13 hours or more, oh my gracious, she mopes, y'all. She mopes. Good evening, Cheryl. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Unfortunately, we're almost out of time. But I knew she'd be making her. Look, you done mugged me to knock my necklace all down. Yeah, I love fur babies. I can't help it. And this one, she knows she's spoiled rotten. And plus, she's probably about ready for me to cook dinner, too. You ready for me to cook dinner? Huh? Jana? Have my baby girl. Yeah. Oh, my gracious. It took them a while. Now, see, that's what I find interesting. They get after me, but they won't do nothing about them or the pornography or the other stuff, the hate groups and all that. But they won't do nothing about them, but they want to come after me because I'm dangerous, y'all. Ain't that the truth, Dark Lord Minute? It's true. But yeah, she knows she's full rotten and she knows she's loved too. And she truly is. She's a special baby, ain't you, baby girl? And she's going to lay down there and look at me, try to guilt trip me. She's good at that. You hear me talking about you. Come here. Yeah, I'm my girl. Yep, I am. And y'all gonna be surprised when I tell y'all on Wednesday. I'll figure out some kind of another term for it. It irks me that I can't speak freely in my own country when I'm a citizen of this country and have been. My generations have been citizens of this country from the beginning and before. And I still don't have freedom of speech. And it irks me. It irks me that quite a few don't have freedom of speech. Oh, that's okay. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. But yeah, it's really starting to irk me. But like I said, if there's information in any of the videos, you can download it or get you a notepad and start taking notes. Now, I do have everything backed up. I do have everything backed up. It's safely backed up. Uh, but yeah, I don't know what else they're going to come after. Yes, it's very aggravating. Well, it's not annoying. It just honestly pisses me off to no end. When other people have freedom of speech and they're not even supposed to be here. But hey, it's aggravating. It really is. There's a lot of stuff happening that's not supposed to be happening. And it's time for an end to be put to it. Oh no, I put the whole video back. I have, let's see, many terabytes to put information back upon. Get a couple of books soon. But yeah, But like I said, I find it odd and interesting. They're they're telling me I'm, especially on the formula one, I'm passing on life endangering information and it could kill people. I'm not dead yet. I'm very well alive. And you know what? I was raised on the evaporated milk formula. I'm a pretty good zombie, ain't I? Yeah. But I didn't get a strike. They just deleted the video. But I didn't get a strike. They just wanted to let me know that they done it because they didn't think I knew that, what I was saying was life threatening. The only thing life threatening is them babies eating that soy milk. Because, they want them babies drinking that soy milk so they'll be dumbed down. Yes, I have extremely big external hard drives. Believe me, I've been saying it for a long time. I've been saying we've been needing a revolution for a long time. We've allowed, and we're guilty of it, we've allowed our government to get way too big. And we're going to start seeing the downside to it. And it's not going to be pretty. Yep. Well, they want you to feed the children soy. It kills testosterone in young male children and male adults because soy boosts the estrogen so high. If you notice, and I'm not making fun, I'm just speaking fact, men aren't anywhere near as manly as when I was young. They're not. They're just not. Yep. And that's why they're doing it. Because, men aren't living as long as they should be. And it's because of massive amounts of estrogen being pumped in their system. Uh-oh, I missed something. Yes, that's a good book. Now, there's also, speaking about that, there's a website that you can go on while you still can. There's a urban foraging website where you could see in each of these cities and around the cities where different wild foods and everything grow. And that's a website where people get on and say, hey, I found pawpaws over here, or I found wild blackberries over here. Don't pay attention to Fox News, but yeah, it's a given fact that soy is so bad for women, it's so bad for men, and it dumbs people down, it kills testosterone. And that's another thing about women. Most women are out of balance because soy is so high in estrogen, it knocks down the testosterone. Yes, we all have. Every one of us each have testosterone and estrogen in us. And it's killing people. It truly is killing them. Have you noticed children aren't like children used to be? One, they have no desire to, go outside and play. And it's parents' fault too. Um, Children aren't as tough as they used to be either. Yeah, it's scary. It's just best to go on and even lard. If you buy lard in the store, you better pay attention to what's in that lard. Um, Even the regular big white tub of lard. Um, it's amazing now. All of your vegetable oil is pure soybean oil. No, I quit using vegetable oil a long time ago because of that. Yes, it is truly better to make your own lard. That's just like canola oil. I wish people realized just how bad that stuff is. But you notice doctors push that on you. Canola oil is better for you to use. It's healthier for you. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's just as bad as the soybeans. Yes, yes. If you notice, and it's really sickening to notice that if pay attention, like your family's neighbors, and I'm not talking about being a creeper, but young girls are hitting puberty at 7, 8, 9 years old. When I was a kid, it was 13. Sometimes, if they were lucky, 14. But, I mean, there's girls, teenage girls out there now that look like grown women, and it's scary. There was an Amber Alert for one, I think it was yesterday. She didn't look 16 at all, let me tell you. She looked in her upper 20s, and that's a scary thought. I don't do the palm oil either. Yes, it's hormones. Yep. And it's also all this artificial sweetener don't do no good either. Steroids in meat, yep. Growth hormones, you can keep listing. That's why people's got to get back to like their ancestors. If you notice, the ancestors lived very long, long lives. You know why? They ate the stuff that's bad for you now. And they worked their tails off from dawn to dusk. They worked and they lived, yes, hard lives, but you know what? They lived long lives and didn't have all the diseases back then that we have now. Like I tell people, the food's killing you. The foods are killing you. When you try to get a drink of something and it has not only high fructose corn syrup in it, sugar, and Splenda. What on earth, people? Quit ingesting that stuff. They didn't have what some of this stuff is nowadays. They didn't back then. No, they had some cancer, but not like now. Not like now. And food's killing you because people have no problem eating GMO foods, anything Monsanto. They have no problem with the poisons. They love to spray all these chemicals on their bodies. And heck, look what's in makeup. Women have no problem wearing makeup. Oh, that sounds so good. Yep, I'm going to have to get off here because it's time to go make some cheesy grits, y'all. I've been looking forward to some cheesy grits. See, I can't stand the taste of coconut oil. I just cannot. Yeah, it's all your vegetable oil is soy, complete 100% soybean, and I won't eat it. I won't eat the canola. Now, I'm careful about what olive oil I eat, or I make ghee, butter, cook with butter. I am really careful about that because I just cannot take the taste of the coconut oil. Avocado's pretty good. Walnuts good. Um, as long as you're not, allergic to have a nut allergy. But yeah, be careful. Start reading those labels big time, y'all, because a lot of these companies are talking about how they're having to change recipes. Uh, we already know they're going to start rolling those crickets into the food, which, they've been in quite a bit of food already. But we're supposed to eat plants and bugs. Thank y'all so much. This is my once a week forced sit down to enjoy myself and get to spend time with the owls. Y'all don't know how thankful I am for you each, and know that you truly are loved and appreciated more than you know. I hope y'all have enjoyed yourselves. I look forward to talking about a whole lot more come next Monday night, because I know there's going to be more that I find out. Hopefully, we'll get to start talking about some seeds. Oh, you're welcome. I'm more than happy to share, because I want as many people to be as informed as possible. Oh, I'm going to try my best to stay warm. I know it's going to be a busy week. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow, I know they're getting frosted tonight, but tomorrow I got to cut all my banana trees down, and it's heartbreaking. It really is, because I'm not ready to see it go yet. I really ain't. It's always hard every year, just telling them all goodbye until next year. I'm gonna try to be as safe as I can, because I'm telling you, the people are starting to get crazier over around where I'm at, and it's getting a little scary. But you know what? I'm not gonna let them scare me. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and if I have to, I'll fight back. Yeah, I know they'll be back, but it is saddening and a little heartbreaking to tell them goodbye for the winter, because my bananas got taller than any year since, and I don't know how, with it being so dry. Oh, thank you, Lookout Mountain. Love you all so. I appreciate you each. Angel, I'm going to send you an email probably tomorrow. I need to catch you up on that. Hey, I'm fine with eating squirrel, coon. I'm not eating no possum because they're just like buzzards. Ugh, no. Learn how to fish, learn how to trap, learn how to survive. Actually, snare would be easier. I'm going to try to get some rest, but that's going to be later on this week once I get caught up on all the videos. But still, I'm going to have to make more for days on. But we got some interesting videos coming out. That's if they don't take them down too. But I love you each, and thank y'all for coming in to chat. I appreciate it. I look forward to every single Monday night because it's so much fun. Oh, and also I'm trying to get ready for the Herb Society meeting, which I've got to do the workshop there. I might get a little rest before long. Everyone, y'all take care. Please stay safe and sound. Continue to stock your pantries as much as possible. Think about the foods our ancestors ate and what kept them alive. Think simple and keep it safe. Some snack foods okay, but make sure there's way more healthy, nutritious food than junk food. Everyone, take care. Y'all be safe and sound, and I will see you again next Monday night. Love you, owls, to the moon and back. Hoot hoot. I'll see you soon.